What's up, YouTube? Capital G here, Dual Commentary. I think my opponent's rating is in the low 1300s. Playing my Randallese Spelly Stun, I open with 2 Secret Village, the Spellcasters. I have Torrential Tribute, Evac Device, and Toon Gemini Elf. My opponent has the first turn Rabbit. If he plays, like, Sabersaurus or Kabuzaz and Nalagia, I'm probably just going to go ahead and scoop it up because I really don't have an answer. But he plays 2 Heliotropes, so obviously I'm playing against Evil Swarm, which doesn't particularly beat this deck, so I know that he's probably going to go for Ophion and Search and Infestation Virus, but as long as I have my Secret Village on the field, he can't use it, so I know my Evac can at least get rid of the one Ophion that he has on board, so I'm not in that bad of a situation. And at this point, I'm just going to see what my next draw is. My next draw is Kaiku. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to summon the Toon Gemini Elf because it's a really good standalone monster. Unfortunately, I have Torrential instead of Mirror Force, but, beggars can't be choosers. I play my Secret Village so that he can't use his Virus when I know I'm going to evac him. And so that he just can't Heavy Storm me or Dark Hole me or whatever. He tries to attack, obviously, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to bounce it back with a Compulse Evac Device. So at least I got rid of that Ophion. He special summons his Evil Swarm Cyber Dragon plant thingy, and then he normal summons another one. So probably going to be looking at facing down another Ophion right now. Now the reason I didn't torrential him when he summoned the second one is because I didn't want a potential Starlight Road to be dropped on my face. So I figured he was gonna summon Ophion anyway, so I might as well just wait for the Ophion and torrential the field. I blast him with Ophion. Once again, he cannot play the Infestation Virus. He MSTs my Secret Village, which I don't understand why, because if I didn't have a monster, then I couldn't play spells. Maybe he didn't understand how the card worked. Anyway, he sent another card, and I blast him with Heavy Storm, which was a card I was hesitant to play, but I think 1 copy is fine. Well, you can only play 1 copy. Anyways, summon my Kaiku after I play my Secret Village, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to banish, start hitting his graveyard so that he can't play the, I think it's like Circeon or something like that. I know what the Evil Swarm card is. The one that banishes a card, adds it to the hand, and then you can like normal summon it again. So I don't have like a lot of board presence, just my Kaiku or whatever. I've got Monster Reborn, but I don't want to overextend into a Torrential or a Deep Prison, so I'm just going to attack with Kaiku and see, what fate has for me in store. He doesn't have an answer for the Kaiku attack, so I'm just going to banish both of his Heliotropes, and I'm going to set my Monster Reborn kind of as a bluff, maybe make him think twice about attacking, but I drew Monster Reborn. Now, if my attack worked last time, obviously I'm going to attack again. He takes it, and I'm going to get rid of that Ophion. So now he pretty much has no graveyard, and I feel like he doesn't have a monster. Otherwise, he would have been used it, or at least set it or something like that. I drew a Book of Moon, and I'm just going to keep punching in with Kaiku. I mean, if he's not playing anything to answer me, then, I mean, fuck it. Like, this Kaiku is just going to keep on working. I think I'm going to banish his Infestation and his MST for pretty much no reason. And then I'm just going to set my Book of Moon. And I really like this deck because, you have protection from Dark Hole, you have protection from Storm. And at this point, he shows me he has Rhoda, he has 2 Forbidden Lances, he has Infestation ×2, and then Bottomless Trap Hole, which I assume, well, he might have had that. I assume he top decked that, but he just basically scoops it up. So, yeah, let's see what happens next duel. Alright, YouTube, another Dual Commentary. I get first this time. I think my opponent's rating is in the low 1300s. So I open with Terraforming, Evac Device, Secret Village, Monster Reborn, Toon Gemini Elf, and Prideful Roar. I'm going to play my Secret Village, summon my Toon Gemini Elf, set the Evac, the Prideful Roar, and the Terraforming, leaving only Monster Reborn in my hand. This is a really solid opening against a multitude of decks in the format, and let's see what my opponent has. He tries to play Gates of the Dark World, getting rid of my Secret Village, which is completely an illegal play because if he would have read Secret Village of the Spellcasters, he would know that he cannot activate spell cards. So this bodes well for me because chances are he has like 4 spells in his hand and 2 like Dark World monsters that he can't get out of his hand. So, I already feel like I'm at an immense advantage. He just sets a monster and then he's going to set a card in his back row. Unless that card is skill drained, quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. I top deck Solemn Judgment and I'm going to attack into his face down. It's Brow, so I'm already at a small advantage. Unfortunately, I can't poke him with my Toon Gemini Elf because, I don't want to risk potentially hitting a Grapha or something like that and then him blowing up my Toon Elf and me losing out to that. So he summons Tour Guide, which I practically don't care about, because whatever he makes, I'm just going to evac it, knowing that he can't play Forbidden Lance or anything like that. And let's see. He goes for Zenmaines, which, again, as soon as he summons, I tell him, yeah, that's fine, whatever. I'm just going to evac it. And he has an open field. I think he just passes. I top deck another Toon Gemini Elf, and again, it's just really unfortunate that, you know, against any other deck, my Toon Elf right now would be putting in some serious work, but I don't want to risk hitting a Dark World monster, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass. I'm going to set my Reborn, and then I'm just going to give him, you know, I'm going to pass it to him. He plays Reckless Greed, and I'm just like, whatever. Like, unless you have Trance Archfiend, I don't really see you having a way out of this. You can draw a billion cards. Like 99% of them are spells or Dark World monsters you can't get rid of. I top deck Breaker. Obviously, I'm going to try and get rid of his back row. He chains another Reckless Greed. At this point, I'm probably going to exceed my Toon Elf and my Breaker for an Abyss Dweller, so that I can actually start attacking his hand, and I can potentially, you know, negate those Dark World monsters as they activate. But as soon as I try to exceed, I believe he's going to scoop. He tells me, you know, oh yeah, man, you got this in a one game set, and I'm like, this is coming from the same fucking guy playing Dark World. You're telling me in a one game set I can win in a one game set, but you're playing Dark World. Okay, because clearly, like, I can't side deck, you know, I can't side deck like Dimensional Fissure and Soul Drain and shit like that. But anyways, guys, so obviously I got this win, and yeah.